What's going on, YouTube? Today we're gonna be getting into something a bit different. It's something that I just recently got into. My father gifted me a t-shirt heat press on my birthday, and ever since then I started getting into t-shirt design. And right here's my first design that I came up with, and I think it looks great. I have another design that I'll show you guys soon. And today I'm gonna just show you guys about how to get your foot in the door with a t-shirt heat press with the cheapest way to do it, which is one color heat transfers. And the company that I'm using is FM Expressions. So far everything's been really good. I've already tried a couple wash tests, and I was probably gonna do a video on that later on. You know, all this is very new to me. I'm still learning, and I just want to show you all how easy it can be and show you the small steps that I'm taking, and you know, maybe it can help you out with starting the t-shirt business, who knows. And you know, I made my shirts so that, you know, basically I made them look good. You know, it doesn't have anything really to do with 3D printing at all. And also, I do sell these, and I do them without the Perico 3D on them. And that's just because I think it just looks like a really good design. Like, it's just a cool design to have. So that's how I want to make my shirts. So I might do 2 videos on the same thing, maybe even more. But for this video, I want to show you guys how to do one color transfer designs. So I'm gonna do one in white for dark colored shirts, and I'm gonna do one in black for light colored shirts. And hopefully it just helps everyone out. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, you know, please consider doing so. Give me some likes, you know, it helps YouTube put me in recommended videos. And hopefully you guys find this educational. I started with the design type thing on on an Android phone, on a really old Android phone with like this, it wasn't even like a real stylus, it was just a pen that happened to have the little back piece that had a sensor on it so you can draw on phones or whatever. And that's how I actually made my logo. And some great free apps for you to have if you're an Android user is Ibis Paint X and Comica. And Comica is an app that will help you, like, it'll turn things into cartoons or sketches. It's just a really good app to use if you're going to be doing these type of things. And you know, my video is mostly based on iPad. I do everything on the iPad Pro. And the apps that I'm going to be using are Procreate, which is $10. And I'm going to be using Picsart. And Picsart is just awesome for this kind of stuff. And I'm going to show you guys step by step how I'm doing everything. I am going to start with the picture I took with my hand holding a paintbrush and take it to Procreate. And then I'm gonna use the big eraser to erase all the white area. And then I'm gonna use a smaller one to get as close to the hand and the paintbrush as I can. What I'm showing you is pretty much how to make your own unique designs, you know, to get past copyrights or anything like that, because you never really know how popular your design can get. You know, the biggest problem with that is not doing anything. You know, you never know how big a design you're doing or anything can grow if you never actually try to do it. So if you are interested in starting your own t-shirt business, t-shirt brand, whatever you want to do, I strongly recommend that you just try this. To do everything, this software costing me one payment of $10. You can also use Ibis Paint X. It's 100% free. It works almost exactly the same. I've used it a lot before I got Procreate. So I'm gonna stretch this out a bit and then save it as a PNG file. I'm not sure if you have to do it that way. That's how I do it. It works. Then I'm gonna move it to Picsart, and I'm gonna go right here to the tools area, and you can change the perspective, you can crop it, you can do a whole bunch of different things with this app. And then I'm gonna use the effects, and I'm gonna go to Sketcher. And Sketcher is probably the most important with this. There's two I'm gonna show you right now, and they're the ones that I use. So right here, you can adjust the settings until you get it exactly how you want it. The lightness, the darkness, how thick you want the dark area to be. The second effect that I'm gonna use is called Undead. It gives you a bit different look that I really like. When doing this, keep in mind that everywhere that is black is gonna be the color of the shirt that you're going to use. And if you want the main color to be different than white, if you want it to be another bright color like orange or something like that, you can always change the color on here. Real easy. And what I like to do is do different pictures and save them a bunch of different ways until I get the one that I really like. Now we're gonna take our picture back to Procreate and go to the top right corner where the layers are at, and we're just gonna press the check mark on the background to make it transparent. And then I have a whole bunch of fonts that I imported from a free font site. I think it's called 1001 Fonts. I'll be sure to put that in the description as well. I really like how this one looks with the paint. We're gonna go to FM Expression site and upload a design, and we're gonna set the one color to white and the garment color to black so that it shows you that effect. And this one was too big, so we're just gonna go back to Procreate and mess around with the size, stretch it out a bit. I like to put it pretty much in the center and then just bring it back and upload it until it fits exactly how I want it. This one fits a lot better. So we're gonna do the same thing. Color 1 is white and the garment color is black. The job name, I'll just put Perico. That's what's gonna come up on your folder that they send you with all your transfers. Then you go to Proof, Auto Generate, and everything that you see on there is exactly how your transfers are gonna come. If anything is wrong, they will ask you to proof it, which will show any mistakes so you can go back and correct them. So now I'm gonna do a black transfer, and I found this picture of a Chihuahua on Pixabay, and right next to it, it had a description that said it was free for commercial use, so I won't get in trouble for this. I actually have another idea of doing something exactly like this, but I'm gonna use my dog instead. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the other one, do a few different photos and mess with the effects and save them. And then just to mess around, I'm gonna look for a sombrero, and I'm gonna do the same type of thing with that also and put it on the dog. There's so many different options, different ways you can do things, and I'm gonna erase the whole background of this just like I did with the other pictures. And you know, this is just an easy alternative. If you can't really come up with a design, you can always take your own pictures. You know, if you're doing shirts and you happen to do shirts for like a restaurant owner or something, you can have them put their favorite or best looking dish or something like that, and have them, you know, set it up to where you can take a creative picture, you know, and you can mess with it with all these filters. In my personal opinion, this is pretty much the best way to start out and see if this is what you really want to do. Because for one, the FM Expressions one color transfers are really cheap. They come with the $25 setup fee, and then they're like 15 to 30 cents each depending on how many you buy. So it's super affordable and they're just ready to go. If you use a vinyl cutter, you have to weed your design and can risk messing it up. But on the other hand, when we're using a vinyl cutter, the material seems to be a lot more durable. The transfer is a lot stronger. But if you're gonna do 20 or 30 shirts or whatever, then it can take you forever and can be really annoying having to peel all the vinyl. But if you're doing just custom shirts for people, which is probably the best selling thing, then vinyl cutters are perfect. But if you just have a cool design that you can come up with, then this is what I think you should go with. And I'm just gonna make this puppy a little cholo, and I'm gonna mess around with his sombrero. I'm gonna merge the two layers together so that I could zoom in and out with the whole image. Let me erase this little letter that's on here. And yeah, so at the end of the day, cutting your own vinyl is a lot better. It's better quality. But with the FM Expressions transfers, you can do way intricate design. Also, I'm teaching myself all this. I'm not a professional, but if there's anything that you guys would like to see and have me learn so I can show you the simplest way, then let me know in the comments. And we're gonna go through the same process and upload our picture. This seems like a cool size. I'm just doing an example. You could do it bigger. And we're gonna go down to color and put black and the garment color white, and it's gonna show you the example. And then I'll go to the proofing, and you can pretty much see exactly how the picture would come out. As you can see to the right, it has the pricing. That's only because it has one. If you put more, it'll change. You know, for 50 transfers, it's about $45. For 100, it's like 52 bucks. So the prices are great. The transfers come out very detailed. So I encourage you to use this as a startup business. And I will do more videos using FM Expressions shortly.